Hello YouTube, Librarian Larry here, and I am back again with another Toontown Rewritten News Update video. Also, Happy New Year to everyone. It is January 1st of 2018. Hopefully 2018 will be as awesome of a year for TTR and just in general as 2017 was. Anyways, to help celebrate the new year, Joey did an interview with Smirky, who is a very famous Toontown YouTuber, and Joey talked a lot about future content that we could expect to see in TTR in 2018 and beyond. So I'm just going to do a very quick summary of some of the stuff that they talked about during this interview. So first of all, the biggest thing that we can expect to see in 2018 are field offices. They're coming back, but they're going to be very different than they were in TTO. A field office, rather than taking over a random Toon building, will take over the Toon HQ. But Joey also said that the cogs will take over the entire street. Now, I'm not sure if he was just saying that, but to me this sounds like every street on the building will become a cog building once a field office is in place, which would be really cool. It would be almost like the cogs are raiding and taking over everywhere. So, I think that would be a really cool feature if when a field office spawns, every Toon building on the street becomes a cog building and the Toons have to take them all back. And he also said field offices are going to be geared towards higher end players, because in TTO they were geared towards lower end players, but this time they'll be for higher end players, and they may actually make people go sad. Meaning this may actually be on the difficulty level of a boss battle if we do it in hard playgrounds like the Berg or Donald's Dreamland. Also, he said the rewards will be very different than in TTO. One possible reward is the Fire SOS card that the TTR team teased last year, and I'm sure there's going to be some other cool rewards thrown in there as well. As to the types of field offices, he said they're only going to be Sellbot at launch, but if we like them, they may add other types, and if not, they'll move on to working on something else. He said the next type would be Lawbot, since the minigame for that is already created, and then after that, they might be able to make Cashbot and Bossbot from scratch if we love them that much. Another thing Joey talked a lot about was the storyline. He said 2018 is going to be a huge year for the storyline. First of all, the ARG will be returning, which if you didn't know, it's a series of secret messages behind puzzles that the community had to solve together to advance the story. There's going to be some new puzzles coming this year, which is going to be really fun since the TTR community has grown a lot since the original ARG. In fact, when the original ARG came out, I wasn't even there. So it'll be really fun to help solve these puzzles with all the new people that have joined the community. In addition to that, he said that Dr. Surly's storyline is going to move forward a bit in 2018. He didn't mention Slappy, but I do hope he gets some storyline advancement in 2018. But still, Surly is a very big character with a lot of mystery behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes from there. It was actually really cool because Joey actually did answer a question that I asked on the subreddit. And I asked a two-part question about the Silly Meter and about Dr. Surly's dimension hopping. So if you didn't know, in a recent blog post, Dr. Surly mentioned about an alternate timeline, the alternate timeline being Toontown Online, and that he forgot that he was in the Toontown Rewritten timeline, meaning, well, first of all, the multiverse is confirmed for Toontown Rewritten, and second of all, Dr. Surly may have the ability to hop between dimensions, and I wasn't sure if they were just saying this as a fun little tidbit of lore, or if it was actually going to play a big part. But Joey said to stay tuned because this will be a part of a bigger storyline coming in 2018. And as for the Silly Meter, he said it will be returning most likely in 2018, and it's going to be very different from Toontown Online. Because on Toontown Online, even though they said the players had control over it, it was really just a switch that Disney's turned on and off. But they're working on a Silly Meter that actually counts the cogs defeated and will actually give Toons benefits. And not just random silly things like in TTO, like actual benefits, like possible double gag XP or something else. Joey said the max laugh will exceed 137 one day when they feel that we need more laugh to do the new things they're adding. Joey said that there is something under the Toontown map. This is most likely Cognation, since there's a lot of theories back in the Toontown Online days that Cognation was a huge underground headquarters spanning across the entire Toontown map. And that's where all the cogs came from. He mentioned Jesse Shell, who he spoke to recently, and Jesse said that if a Toontown revival were to happen, he would like to see the core game free, and then have vanity items, be microtransactions, and expansion packs with new playgrounds and new headquarters being released behind a paywall. Which, if an official Toontown comeback does happen, I do think this would be a pretty awesome play model. It would be cool to play through the entire base storyline for free, and then having additional DLC you can buy, as well as some microtransactions to make your Toon look cool. And considering memberships and MMOs are kind of dying these days, I do believe this would be the best model for Toontown if it were to come back. But back to TTR, there is one more thing Joey said, which I think is really cool, and that is they're going to be having a survey this month to help decide the future of Toontown. Now, this survey, he didn't give much details about it, but most likely it's going to contain new questions about the future of TTR, what kind of content we want to see, and also about the future of Toontown past that. If Toontown were to come back, what kind of payment model would we want? What kind of features would we want? What kind of platforms would we want it on? So it's really cool that the players are actually getting to voice their opinions. And the TTR team is really good about taking in player feedback on Discord or on Reddit. But this will be released on the official Toontown Rewritten website, so it'll be available to a much wider group of people. And we will be able to help decide the future of TTR and possibly Toontown well into the future. So that is all I have to say for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to check out the entire 3-hour Q&A livestream with Joey, I'll be leaving a link to it in the description below once Murky uploads it on his YouTube channel. Also, be sure to subscribe for some more Toontastic videos coming soon. And I hope everyone has a very happy and healthy new year.